Alright, everyone, time to look at the second episode of the day, which is, well, time to get married. As the directors stand over the dead body of the robber possessed by Kabuki Novice, the police arrive and state they didn't know. They say they know they didn't kill him. He was killed with a police shootout, but they wonder how his body disappeared after his death. The directors feel vindicated that he was already dead when Kabuki Novice possessed him, and thus the team was in the clear. Back at headquarters, Yuvei reveals to the team that in China, Kabuki Novice had swallowed someone that's still alive in his stomach, which is why he can't die. When Rin asks why and who was swallowed, he reveals it's his fiancée, shocking even the team. Even Rin not believing he needs to get married at his age. Or here's his question. But Ryu states, shocking the team. Even Rin not believing he's getting married. Ryu states he probably just his company for his tea time. But when asking her age, he rejects by saying she's 20, near the same age as Rin. Showing her photo, reveals a woman, Zhao Xiao, is a Chinese opera actress who loves him more than life itself. At a Gorma hideout, Shadam shows anger at Kabuki Novice for swallowing the girl, but the Gorma minion states he loves her and couldn't help himself. The guard states this might be why Yufei came after him. Ordering him to spit the girl out, Kabuki Novice states he never will, and to forgive him for doing so. But Zato shows anger and shoots at him. When Kabuki Novice tries to stop him, Sham stops his partner and asks the Gorma minion that if he is deeply in love with Xiao Zhao, he should kill Yufei so that he can have her to himself before vanishing. Kabuki Novice suddenly hits his stomach and spits Xiao Zhao out. The girl wondering where she is as he apologizes for liking her tight space before she runs off. The Gorma minion giving chase as she states chase monsters like him and wants to return to Yufeng. As she clutches onto String's sword with a tiger headed hilt, he says he didn't know how much she loved the old man, and thus he has to eliminate Yufeng with his own hands. In the park with the grandfather eating ice cream, Ren asks if he was lonely when she moved to Japan. He says it isn't true, and she was the one who approached him, and he went with it. Ren shows her happiness that drinking with the woman watching Yufeng, she could concentrate on her life in Japan. He's reminded to give her the Dairenkin, which she states should be more important to him, but with Yufeng stating he brought spears before offering her to show how to use it. In the field, Ren tries to throw the new weapon but loops around Yufeng. When she throws it again, he blocks it as she continues to practice and he commends her. Suddenly an arrow flies towards the duo which Yufeng catches and Kabuki Novice laughs as he runs off. When Yufeng reads it, he discovers it's a challenge from the Gorma minion. Ren tries to prevent him from going, but he continues on. At the same time, Raymond Kazu discovered news on the internet that famous athletes and martial artists are disappearing, the two wondering why. At an abandoned factory, Yufeng sneaks inside to find Xiao Xiao locked in a cage. He rushes to save her, but a ring of fire surrounds her, suddenly preventing him from getting near. Without a warning, a boxer appears possessed by Kabuki Novice, declaring himself Kabuki Boxer, forcing Yufeng to use his continental classic kung fu to save his fiancée, before making Xiao Xiao beam. Yufeng fights the possessed boxer, knocking him away with ease, and the Gorma minion out of him before he rushes off. As Xiao Xiao tells him to finish him off, Kabuki Novice rushes around to find another vessel, reaching a martial artist to show Yufeng what he's capable of. The possessed Kabuki Novice kicks Yufeng, but the warrior pushes back, forcing him to abandon this body and continue reaching until he reaches the swordsman. Finding Yufeng in this form, but having a sword come with the dying warrior's feet and knock him out again. Stating he isn't finished yet, Yufeng wonders what he'll throw next, forcing Kabuki Novice behind a pile of boxes for revealing a humanoid robot body for his new form. Saying no one expected he would possess a robot falling before him. That's really So kicking him. Kabuki stating he's much for him. The giant weapon maker states this his body is rather sturdy before he's knocked away again. Under the laser, Kabuki Novice pushes Yufeng to the ground as Xiao Zhao yells for him. The robot marching towards them as he states, "Don't forget Xiao Zhao to go with him." Yes, Kabuki Novice prepares to finish him. Derek instantly flies right into the body, throwing him down as Red and the other Day Rangers rescue Yufeng. Arriving in a nearby car, Xiao orders Zetos to go zoom in on Xiao Zhao, but when moving to her waist, the girl leader shocks, showing the tiger held to a blade by her side. In the warehouse, Red uses the Darmacan to put the flames out and allow Xiao Zhao to reunite with Yufeng. The two bursting to Kabuki Nova starts firing more lasers, throwing them out of the building. Marching with his robot form, the team transforms, mentioning that she can't forgive Kabuki Novice for how he treated her grandfather. So Darmacan, Yellow Ranger slashes at Kabuki Novice's robot body for slashing. I need to find out where I messed up. Or where it left off, sorry. In the warehouse, Ren uses Darmacan to put the flames out and allows Zhao to reunite with Yufeng. The two embrace till Kabuki Nova starts firing more lasers at the Rangers, throwing them out of the building. Marching with his robot form, the team transforms, risking that she can't forgive Kabuki Novice for how he treated her grandfather. So here Darmacan, Power Ranger starts slashing. Power Ranger slashes at Kabuki Novice's robot body, before using the Darmacan whirlwind slash to make the robot form explode, expelling Kabuki Novice out. However, without warning, the Gorma Triumvirate, according to Yufeng Zhao Zhao, should not warning them to give up Zhao Zhao's sword. The giant weapon maker saying that the sword will never be his. Whoever would. We're wondering why they want that sword. Rest is just to use key bomber power to save the two. So this. Shoot back. Turning into space metal. Turning strange metal forms ultimately shoot the key tech away from them. Shut makes the other damage, sneaking in a penny brain. However, without warning, the Gormatron recorded Yufeng and Zhao Zhao, shut out ordering them to give up Zhao Zhao's sword. The giant weapon maker, seeing the sword will never be his, wondering why they wanted that sword. It's just they used the key power bomber to save the two. We should perform towards the Gorma Triumvirate as Yufeng and Zhao Zhao escape. The two try to push it back, trying the strange metal forms, ultimately shoot the key attack away from them. Shadam mocks the Rangers, thinking a puny attack like that will work on them, forcing the team to use other new attacks. Red Ranger tries to use his blaze restriction, but Shadam likes that will work on them. Let's try again. Okay. However, without warning, the Gorma Triumvirate cornered Yufeng and Zhao Zhao, ordering them to give up Zhao Zhao's sword. The giant weapon dealer making the statement the sword will never be his. Remember just why they want that sword. It's just use all the decons in the bag. It's going to push back. Strange metaphors ultimately to shoot the key away from them. Starbucks the other Rangers as they One of the creatures forms ultimately shoot the key away from them. Should not mock the Rangers performing. Great. What was I? Okay. Without warning, Gorbachev and Colonel Yufei and Zhou Xiao should not order them to give up Zhou Xiao's sword. The dying weapon maker seeing the sword will never be his. We're wondering why they want that sword. We're just to use the key power bomber to save the two. We should perform towards the Gorbachev River and Yufei and Zhou Xiao escape. The two push it back, straight into metal form, stealthily shoot the key away from them. Should not amongst the Dire Rangers and thinking a puny attack like that will work on them. We're seeing to use other attacks. Rear Ranger tries to use his blade destruction, but Stam catches Yo Power to catch it and throw it back against the Dire Ranger leader. Shoji and Ren tries to attack Gara but fail. Wasaido's rampages against Daigo and Kazu with his strength. Without warning, Kabuki Nava swoops back in, but protected by the Gorbachev Reverend while hitting the team. Watching Yufei tells the Dire Rangers his Darwikins. Thinking summoning him as Ren shows surprise that Yufei gave them to everyone. Combined for their meeting, combined with their weapons and key, they use the Darwikin key power shot. Then it was Garma, the only place with Kabuki warrior, and exploded and we could fall with the growth bomb in his hand, forcing the Triumvirate to retreat. As Yufei and Zhou Xiao escape, Kabuki Novice grows strong before the Dire Rangers summon Dairono to combat him. Ray declares this the end of the play, saying that he won't let the Dire Rangers do such a thing. Combining the powers and key, these are struck and Dairokin key power shot, strengthening the key head at incredible speed. Trying to avoid the attacks being force being anyway. I'm sorry, I'm going to read this all again. I'm sorry, I keep clicking out. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, so where was okay. However, without warning, the Gorbachev corner Yufei and Zhou Xiao should have ordering them to give up Zhou Xiao's sword. The dying weapon maker seeing the sword will never be his. We're wondering why they want that sword. We're suggesting use the key power bomber to save the two, which they perform towards the Gorbachev and Yufei and Zhou Xiao escape. The two try to push it back, trying to strange metal forms, ultimately shoot the key away from them. Shodan mocks the Dire Rangers, thinking a puny attack like that work on them, forcing to use other attacks. Grey Ranger tries to use his blade destruction, but Shodan uses Yo Power to catch it and throw it back against the Dire Ranger leader. Shoji and Ren try to attack Gara but fail. While Zeta's rampages against Daigo and Kazu with its strength. Without warning, Kabuki Nova swoops back in, protected by the Gorma Triumvirate while hitting the team. Watching, Yufei tells the Dire Rangers his Darwinkins, the team summoning them as Ren shows surprise that Yufei gave them to everyone. Combining their weapons and ki, they use the Darwinkin ki power shot, concentrate their ki at incredible speed. The driver hold the attack, but all the blades stab Kabuki Novice, exploding, making him fall with a growth bomb in his hand. The Blowback forces Triumvirate to retreat. As Yufei and Zhou Xiao escape, Kabuki Novice grows before the Dire Rangers summon Dairono to combat him. Ryu declaring this the end of his play. Stating he won't let the Dire Rangers do such a thing, Kabuki Novice throws out his tongue, wrapping the giant mech around until Ren summons the Great King's sword, then uses a straight line tornado through the sword threw the sword, throwing Kabuki novice back, allowing them to use their sword and stress finisher to finish it off. At a temple, Yubei apologizes to Zhao Xiao for endangering her and forcing her to hold the tiger-hilted sword. When Zhao Xiao asks what he will do with it, the weapon maker lifts it and throws it into a stone, asking her to pull it, which she cannot. Yubei says someone will appear in due time that will be able to pull it. That person will be the next Dairanger. He wonders who it is, but doesn't even know, while saying it will be fun to see who it is. With his job done, he declares he will return home to China and start his new life with Zhao Xiao. Here's the river left. At a temple, arriving at a temple, Yubei apologizes to Zhao for endangering or forcing her. Yubei says someone will appear in due time that will be able to pull it. That person will be the next Dairanger. He wonders who it is, but doesn't even know, while saying it will be fun to see who it is. With the job done, he leaves her home to China and starts life with Zhao Xiao. Hearing that her grandfather left, Ren says she hates the friend him to say goodbye to her, but Kaku tells her that he probably was awkward showing off Zhao Xiao in front of her. Josie says he was weird, but you can't hate him. After wishes for happiness for Yufei and Zhao Xiao as he ran off his newlyweds, leaving the train starting to hold the sword, Byakko of Shinken for a new Dairanger to pull and join them. Nice. So everything's pretty interesting, and again, I'm sorry I had to repeat some of what was said. I've been so tired lately, so yeah, but anyway. So for all I give, well, time to get married? 3 Megazords out of 5. When we tune in, but we took the final episode of the day, the Three Stooges Soccer. So until then, in the wise words of Zordon, may the power protect you.